this lecture of cloud computing, we are going to discuss about performance metrics in cloud task scheduling. So cloud computing is based on distributed computing platform. So this is the main feature of cloud computing. It is based on distributed computing platform, and among the different services offered by cloud computing, infrastructure as a service, it is in short known as IaaS. Infrastructure as a service plays a very vital role in cloud environment, and this infrastructure as a service is provided by different cloud service provider like Amazon AWS, Google computing platform, Microsoft Azure. All these are different cloud service provider which provide infrastructure as a service in the form of some resources. So the main aim of this cloud service provider is to provide a good quality of service or to enhance the performance in cloud. And if we will see the cloud architecture, it is nothing but a combination of one or more server, and they are collectively generate the output. So when one client submits some request to the cloud, uh, the cloud will collectively process the request and again send back the result to the client. So the result will again send back to the client. So whatever the request is submitted to the cloud, these requests are in the form of task. Either it may be one task or it may be more than one task. So all these tasks are processed by the cloud environment, and finally the result is sent back to the client. So whatever the processing thing going inside the cloud, that is regulated by one very important part, that is cloud scheduler cloud task scheduler. So it is regulated by cloud task scheduler. The main aim of this cloud task scheduler is to prepare an efficient schedule of the submitted tasks, so that different performance matrices or different quality of services can be enhanced inside a cloud computing environment. So let's discuss different types of performance matrices or different quality of services which can be taken into consideration inside a cloud computing environment. So the first one is make span. So make span is nothing but it is the completion time of the last task. Let's say suppose we have three number of tasks with us. So the last task, suppose let's say task T2 is allocated first, then T1, then T3. So the make span is the completion time of the last task. So when the T3 will come to an end, that time is make span. And alternatively, if we will explain, it is referred to the overall completion time required to execute all the tasks in a cloud environment. So overally, when the task will come to an end, when the requests are come to an end, that is the make span time. So if we have one or more than one cloud, and if we have one or more than one task, so all the tasks will be allocated to the cloud, and they will generate a schedule. So that schedule, from that schedule we can calculate the make span. Make span means the overall completion time of all the tasks. So that is the make span. And if we will discuss one formula for make span, if m is the make span, then max summation of I going 1 to n etc I comma 1 f I comma 1 comma So this is the formula for make span. In this way we can generate make span, and here you can see one term ETC. So what is ETC? ETC is nothing but the ETC matrix. ETC is the nothing but ETC matrix, expected time to compute matrix. And to know more about ETC matrix, you can refer to the previous lecture in my channel. So in ETC matrix, basically this ith task will be allocated to the first machine. This ETC I, comma 1 means ith task will be allocated to the first machine. And here the terminology fi comma 1 means it is a factor we are considering here. This will be 1 if ith task will be allocated to first machine, otherwise it will be 0. So in this way we can calculate the make span value, and we can generate a efficient schedule. We can generate the make span for the efficient schedule.